Let me make sure I'm on data. Okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome to another Sunday school session. Today this is an impromptu kind of Sunday school session, you know, the ones I always love, where I didn't have anything planned. I think from now on I'll have something planned for next time if I have to fill in again, because that's probably the smartest way to go, but things have been very, very hectic lately because, as we all know, we are planning for the first annual Witches Ball. It is the Witches Samhain Ball, and that will be October 30th, 2020. I'm pretty sure most in this group already know that we're doing this. And this is going to be a very, very grand event, and we all deserve what you're all about to witness. There's been crazy planning. It is like masterminds working together to make this. Just talking about it gives me chills, and I really get excited knowing that it is at the Landmark Theater. For those of you who don't know the Landmark Theater, it is a very iconic place in Central New York. I think if you're from Central New York or close to it, you have been to the Landmark Theater. That's where all the cool plays happen. In school, I used to go there on field trips. It was amazing. Once I was a teenager, I would go see Rocky Horror Picture Show with my friends, and we would throw the cards and the rice, and I don't think they allowed the hot dogs or the water. But everything else they let you throw. And actually one year, someone dressed as Frankenfurter danced in front of the screen, and it was amazing. But nonetheless, we all have memories at the Landmark Theater. And obviously we know that there are some memories that are a little bit on the darker side, which are the deaths that did occur at the Landmark Theater. We will be posting some historical content as far as the Landmark Theater goes, because again, if you don't know it, there are some deep-rooted legends, and it all happened around the time that the Landmark was actually built. And a fun fact, because we did get to have an awesome walkthrough of the Landmark, but she did say that it was built in the 1920s. So it's going along with our theme. And she also said that it was pretty much prefabbed, carved somewhere else and imported, and just like put into a pre-existing building. So the building was already there, it just wasn't a theater, and then they inserted all the carved beautifulness. And I think she said it was done in 11 months. That's how we know it wasn't hand carved on site, because 11 months. Again, if you've never been to the Landmark, the intricate details and all the carved wood, it's the most amazing feeling you can ever feel in a theater. Just the history alone. So there were 3 people that passed away in the theater. One was a woman, I think is it Claire or Clara or something like that. She was the lady in white. She's the one that passed away. She fell from a very high altitude. And then there was the electrician. He got electrocuted while working in the Landmark. And then there was someone that lived in the basement who also passed away. So there's been sightings. There's actually been ghost hunting done at the Landmark. Now, this is what gives me the chills, and I'm not sure if it's ever been done before, but, and I think this is like where it's the most energetically exciting, is that the ritual that's going to take place at the Landmark, it will coincide with our Samhain traditions, which is to honor our ancestors or people that have passed, the people that have crossed over, and, you know, to do a ritual there. Like, my heart is pounding right now because I'm putting myself into the future in October, because we're all like, is it October yet? Hello. Hi, Gio. Gio, right? You said. Okay, so yes. So the ritual that's going to take place there, it is a legitimate made by witches ritual. Hi, Carrie. So all of our rituals, they are All of mine personally, like when I have my shop ones, they're all written by my brother, Jeff Cullen. He's in here. But he's also going to be writing this ritual. And what's different also about this one is that usually when I perform the rituals, he's not involved. And I'm glad that they're going to be in. We're going to have 13 people in the ritual. I'm not giving too much away because this is a grand night, but it's going to be spectacular. He already did write the ritual, so we all, you know, we know what it is, but I'm not going to tell you. But we did let the landmark know exactly our intentions. That we're going to have a real legitimate ritual right there in the landmark. And let me just remind you that it is the night before Halloween. It is the night before full blue moon. You are in a haunted building. We are glorifying the same era that this building was built in. We're glorifying the 1920s occult mysticism, spiritualist movement, right? Just everything is aligning perfectly for this. And the date is 10/30/20, which I also think is pretty amazing. So I think we deserve it. I think we as a community deserve it. And, I really hope that you guys all really enjoy your time there. Whoever ends up going, we do have, the tickets are on sale through Ticketmaster, which is cool. You can get those. They're on sale now. You can get them at the box office the night of, as long as we are not sold out. There is a max capacity of 350, so there is a limit on tickets. This is something that is going to be done every year and will pay for itself every year. And there's a lot of different aspects of this ball. So it's going to not only bring awareness to our community, but we're also going to be raising money for another local charity, which is the Food Bank of CNY. And we did go through a couple of their nominations, and we will be working with, I'm sure, plenty of local communities to try and help. We really want to show everyone how much we do care about the community, not just our community, because we should all be working together as human beings, not just as whatever anyone wants to call themselves. So this is where this is all heading. The Witches Ball will cover itself. It'll pay for itself. It'll go right back into a not-for-profit organization, and it's going to be something that's going to help us throughout the year, plus pay for the next year's ball, but it's going to help with our free workshops that we have been planning on for quite some time. But the Witches Ball definitely drained us. We're focusing on making that big, but we will be doing fundraisers throughout the summer, so keep an eye on those. In the spring, we do have a few things lined up, so we'll be announcing that. And there's just so much I can't tell you about the Witches Ball, because it is good to not know everything. We will have catered food. We do have one establishment that has donated a decent sized spread for us, and that is the Golden Spike, and that is in East Syracuse, which is really cool. So we're still looking for sponsors. We're the whole event committee and the board. We're all working together to get this to be what it should be, and it's going to. Already the planning that we've done is just incredible. We're all so excited, and I can't wait to tell you all. And we haven't discussed what I can and cannot release, so I can't say too much, but we will have, I'll talk about what we already do have posted. So we will have crafters. We have 13 vendors that we will have. They have not been selected yet. We are going to be a little bit meticulous about who is going to be a vendor. This section of the ball, it will be called the Witches Market. And that's where you will be able to go to get authentic witchcraft supplies. So those are the types of vendors that we're looking for, are authentic witchcraft supplies. Now, there's 3 floors that we will be utilizing for this. So the crafting one, you have to go up the grand staircase to get to. And then the main floor, that'll be the dance floor. There's a cash bar, and then there will be the food down there. And the photo booth should be down there as well. We're going to have a photo booth that is a donated thing by Stephanie Powers. And I'm sorry I can't think of the name right off my head, but it is in the description of the event. And then in the basement, it is called the Walnut Room. Now, mind you, all the times I've been to the Landmark, I've never been to the floors that I didn't have to go to. And I didn't like go throughout the Landmark. But the basement I've never been in, and it's called the Walnut Room. And that is a smaller room, so that's where the psychic parlor will be. So if you want a reading, you can go down into the psychic parlor. Now, yes, there is a photo booth. It's going to be so much fun. And there is, I don't know what I can and can't say. Sorry, guys. But I guess this one's not, we should start probably promoting it now. But we are going to do a hashtag. So we're going to have people take pictures of themselves at the ball, and we're going to create a hashtag that you can post your pictures with. And it's going to bring awareness to us, our city, the Landmark. It's going to be great. So, this is, I think the biggest reason why this will be successful for the community is because it's going to help so much of the community. We're trying to reach as many people as we possibly can, and with it, we're trying to support local as much as possible, and we're just really we're sticking to the mission. And that's, if you haven't seen the mission statement which is in Heathens of CNY, you can go to our public page and it is posted for everybody to see. We want to be as transparent as possible, and if anyone ever has any questions for us or questions about how we run or anything, you can message anyone that is on the board. We did add a new board member today, which is really cool. Yeah, so that's the gist of it. We are still fine-tuning details. There is a $75 ticket, and that is general admission. You will get some fun things with your ticket, surprise things. And there's a $150 ticket, and that is the VIP ticket. Now that's going to come with a good amount of stuff. So the VIP, it's $150. It's going to come with some fun witchy swag. It is going to come with a drink voucher, free reading. You're going to get a free reading. Hi. And yes, we'll definitely take help. It's always good to donate to the cause, because we do still have fundraising to do for this. We do have the Landmark covered between our group and between the Sabbath Project. Again, they sponsored this, which is so cool. Again, we are going to be looking for more sponsors, and we will have a program that will have advertising in it. Now, the details have not been 100% worked out, so I don't want to, jump too quick on putting that out there, but that's what the plan is. So we just have to work the details out, and then we can make the official announcement with that. Again, we have time. It's only February, but luckily we did start planning this a year in advance. We started looking for places in October. My first pick, hands down, was the Landmark. I wasn't sure if it could happen, but I was determined. We're determined people, every single one of us. So here we are today, talking about having the inaugural Witches Samhain Ball at the Landmark Theater, Syracuse, New York. And I personally feel like it is a local history in the making, only because it is something that will be happening every year. And it's not, to me, a lot of it too is not just one business is reaping the benefits of the profit. So all the profit goes into the group. In the group, its functionality will be to provide ingredients to do workshops for free for everyone, for our community. And that's huge. That is huge. And I think it's a huge asset for us. And I think it's a great way to get people to learn and be hands-on and have no excuses. And like I keep telling everybody, the biggest part of it is no one can have any more excuses. We try and make everything kid-friendly. So bring the kids, to the workshops. They can learn too. And then you don't have to pay. You don't have to pay for anything. So you don't have to say, well, I don't have the money. And it's all donation based. It's not coming out of, we're trying to do things that are giving product, like the Witch's Ball. This is something huge for us. Okay, this is going to make the group a decent amount to be able to give back to everybody, and that's through the workshops. We get people out, and to meet your neighbor and to build relationships with actually good, decent people. Like I in our group, I really haven't come across anyone that I felt had a nasty soul, Everyone is so welcoming, and so, there's no judgment, everyone do your own thing, it's really cool. I really love the energy that I always feel every time I'm with everybody. So I hope that more people start getting to the meetups, because right now we do have meetups every month, and those are great right now because it's just to meet everyone. We're able to mingle and hang out and figure each other out, because we all know that we all have to be careful with who we let into our lives and who we, give our energy to, and physically we have to keep ourselves safe, not even just metaphysically. So everybody needs to watch out, in any internet groups, who they're meeting in real life and where they're meeting in real life. So always keep that in mind. So, this group is like trying to watch everyone's back, keep everyone safe, keep everyone strong. This is a great mission to be behind, and I am so proud of how far it's come, and I'm so glad that everybody is here to watch it all. And this, I probably will cry sometimes at the Witch's Ball because it's just so amazing. And it's just gonna have to happen because it really truly is a dream come true, and we all deserve it. It is what the point is it's one of those witch goals, that you want for your community, and it's so cool. I think everybody should have a grand experience like this, and eventually when we go nationwide, maybe we can help people with that, just like we're doing here, which is amazing. And you have plenty of time to save up for it. I promise you're gonna be satisfied with what you paid for this event. I don't see anyone walking away disappointed with the plans that I am seeing unfurl before us. Is pretty amazing. I mean, it's bizarre at the same time because it's like everything's so seamlessly working, so effortlessly, and we're everybody is really cool, and the best part about it is everyone's honest. Like I feel honesty with these people because they're very blunt. I love it. That's what we stand for. It's great. And even just talking about it, I can talk about it for hours. And so I'm like, I can fill probably a half hour. Look at that, see? I'm doing great. Yes, and Renee, our French witch, she will be there. And a part of the ritual. And that's another thing that I'm really excited for is this ritual. The chili taste-off was a good little icebreaker. Yes, it definitely was. It's good to talk to people and figure out, what people are all about. But yes, in the ritual, it's great that I know every single person that is going to be in there because I know exactly everyone's energy and how powerful this is going to be. And it's so crazy. And I feel like I just keep telling this story over and over again. It will be magnificent. I'm so excited. That would be awesome. See, I talked about going worldwide. That is possible. Like the UK, Ireland. You never know. You never know. We don't know the possibilities of this group. It could be a giant grid. That's what I'm envisioning. Is like this huge map and a grid connecting all of us witches and heathens all over the place. It's amazing. It's amazing. But this ritual will be powerful. And while we were there doing the walkthrough, you couldn't help but feel elated just being there and being in that energy, that thick historical energy, and just knowing the haunted history, the documented haunted history that you can look up. Go Google the Landmark Theater, Syracuse, New York, and you will find some pretty amazing facts. I highly recommend doing that. And we actually, as we lead up to it, we will be posting different facts about the Landmark Theater, because I think knowing the history and going into it makes it even better. But even while it was the moment we were standing on stage, and it sounds so cheesy, but it was the moment we were standing on stage and you just see all the empty seats, which we don't have the stage area this year, by the way, but if we can get it bigger, we can rent out the stage as well. We can get the whole building. But we were standing there, and the energy that you felt, and the spiritual energy that you felt standing there, knowing that they were watching, because they were. We could all feel them watching, but to feel their energy of excitement, that I wasn't expecting. That's what I felt when I was in there, was the spirits were excited that we were going to do this. So, in saying that, to know the power that is going into this ritual is super, super amazing to me. Like, this is gonna blow my socks off, I think, because I can already feel the energy, and it's February. It's gonna be amazing. We definitely are. I think we are going to bring out some spirits. I firmly believe that. And so far, I've been pretty right on just about everything. So, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna be amazing, and I can't wait. I can't wait, because we did do a little, we did do a little rough draft of the schedule that will be happening, and that's exciting. So we do have one confirmed musician, that is Rhiannon Payne, and she is amazing. Yes, Salem is amazing. I do love Salem. Eventually, there will be a Witches and Heathens of Salem. That it will happen. I do have connections down there. We will. It's going to be so much fun. And I'm probably going to be, we're going to be talking about this all the way until next Witches Ball. It's going to be one of those things like Pagan Pride Day. We all love Pagan Pride Day, and we all love the feeling that we get when we leave, and it's just so elating, and you're on this whole nother level. And since I've been vending there, which I think is 4 years, there's always been the most beautiful sunset, and I'm always driving away from the sunset, but I can see it in all my mirrors, and it's just the magic that happens when you are with energetically inclined people. Oh my gosh. I can't, I'm so elated just talking about it. It's ridiculous. So, I don't know if I can tell you anything else. I just know it's going to be fantastic, and it's going to be very grand. And we're going to have the costume contest with big money cash prizes. That's right. And there will be raffles and entertainment. We are going to have some of the witch dance groups at this event, which is going to be exciting. Oh, totally. Oh my gosh, it's going to be so amazing. They will be in attendance, and we will be inviting everybody to invite their own deities into the ritual. But again, I can't give away too much information. It is a really good ritual. My brother always comes through with that stuff. If you've ever seen any of our rituals, you know the type of stuff that we like. We like the ancient ways, and we don't need to modernize them at all. We like the ancient things. Some things you do have to modernize, like there's no flame at all at the Landmark Theater, which I 100% get behind, because nobody wants that place to burn down. I know, right? It's ridiculous. And I just feel like, I know that we need all this time to get it perfect, but driving me crazy waiting. I just want it. And that's how we're going to feel every year from now on. We ruined it. Drums and souls. Yes. And I do see that we did get some volunteers for drummers, which is really cool. Once we get everything figured out, as far, we know that the people that are working with us and for us, We gotta hook them up. So it's gonna be amazing, and I really hope to see a lot of people there. We can get this thing pretty big. We can get this in the headlines. Everyone knows about, Salem's Witches Ball and New Orleans and stuff like that. But and there are some in other places, but the most advertised ones. Yes, I know. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be able to have everybody there. I'm very bright tonight. I'm sorry. It's almost like there's a black light out here, but I promise you it's LED lights. Okay, so that is going to be, I feel like that's probably all I should tell you about is the ticket pricing, what comes with the tickets, that you're not going to regret getting a ticket, and it's going to be amazing, and you're going to want to, when it comes to costumes, you can take it wherever you want to as far as the 20s go, but to be in the costume contest, you do have to follow the theme, which is the 1920s spiritualist movement. So anything that is involved in that. We did post something about the different types of movies that came out in the 1920s that had anything to do with the occult. So we're not just thinking The Great Gatsby, but it's still the era, it's still the time, so you can still incorporate that into your costume. So you can go anywhere you want with it. It definitely is haunted. Like I said, I will be posting some fun facts about the Landmark Theater and all the cool things that she told us. There's definitely been some huge renovations there, and hopefully the marquee will be all done by then. They're hoping. And if not, that's fine. It's still a marquee. And our witches ball will be on the marquee. Like, that's going to make me cry. That's how you know that we have made it, And that shows me that we are truly making a difference. I feel like this is snowballing because our intentions are what they are. Our egos are in check. There's like so much magic surrounding this group. It's incredible, and I feel so blessed to have all you. The 1920s occult stuff is great. It's so much fun. There's so many possibilities because people pretty much got gaudy with it. They had the first picture that I posted. It was a woman sitting in a chair and she had all this cool stuff on. Like, you can go all out like that. You can just get creative because there's so much under that umbrella that you can get totally creative. And I cannot wait to see what everyone comes up with, because I know some people even want to get stuff made for them for this, which would be amazing. And that's part of the grandness of it, is to see everyone else being grand. And you can find cheap grand dresses if you look in the right places throughout the year. We'll post, not year, we have less than a year now, but throughout the time we will post some cool links with different kinds of clothes, and if you already got your outfit, stick with it. I mean, you can still accessorize and add more stuff, whatever you want to do. It's going to be amazing. And, you'll see. And even if you can't make it this year, there will be more years. Many, many, many more years to come. As long as this group is around, which through generation, as long as we're teaching our little witchlings properly, they'll want to take this over, So let's do it. Witches and Heathens of CNY. We're already doing it. We're already shifting those gears. We've already made our presence known, I feel like, in Central New York. We're trying to connect with all communities, whether it be, we want the stigma to be gone, so we are connecting to many. But I think that pretty much sums everything up. I did pretty well on time. And if anyone has any questions about the Witches Ball or wants to send a donation, we do take donations through our PayPal at the moment. Witchlings. Well, it's just like Darklings. Definitely. So, I hope to see a lot of you there, and I can't wait. But in the meantime, there are plenty of meetups. We have the whole year of meetups scheduled, not the exact location, but the general vicinity in which we are to go. We do have those all lined up. All of them start at 11 a.m., regardless of where it's at or what day it lands on. So we alternate between Saturdays and Sundays to help reach everybody. And we try. And like I said, we have more events coming up, so keep a lookout for that. And make sure you're following our public entity page to show your support. And thank you very much for watching, everyone. I hope to get you pumped up for this. And have a great night. Thank you for watching.